I would say my favorite on the collection is the Christmas song. Ever since I was a little kid, it's been one of my favorites. And I feel like throughout the years, I'd always kind of sing that first line of chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Little preview for that one's for free.
Every year, our friends Dan and Shay put out a holiday song, and they usually join us on our holiday special. And this year, they finally went and did it, a full-fledged, double-sized holiday album. It's officially Christmas, the double album, available now. Please welcome three-time Grammy Award-winning duo, global superstars Dan and Shay. What's up, gentlemen?
What's happening, dude? You're looking amazing, as always. You're aging in reverse.
Ah, my man. See, that's why you're on my favorite duo. There's
That's
like
right.
nice Hall & Oates. That's what I'm talking about right there.
My man,
Yeah,
my
baby.
man. Good to see you, dude.
Congratulations. You put out a holiday song every year, of course, finally. There's a holiday album. Was it pressure, or you just said, you know what, now's the time?
Our fans have been begging for this for the last 10 years, and I feel like every year we let them down. We tease a little bit of like, maybe this will be the year, but we didn't have it done. And, this past year we had a random snowfall in Nashville in January, and we were kind of inspired, and we started writing all these songs and put together, it was very ambitious of us. We ended up putting together a double album after not knowing if we were going to do a Christmas album at all, but it turned into a double album, and we're so proud of this, man. It's been 10 years in the making. We've put out Christmas songs before, like you mentioned, but it's awesome to have a massive collection of songs finally together that our fans can kind of consume all at once.
Random Snowfall is a very good sign, and you're right about it being massive. 21 tracks on the double album. Tell me about the new songs.
Yeah, man, the new songs, it's always tough to find new inspiration for Christmas songs. You've kind of got your buzzwords. It's like country music, truck, beer, boots. But it's like you've got your Christmas buzzwords that you use. You just got to kind of rearrange them. All I want for Christmas is you. Okay, how do we say that in a different way? But we did. We found a few new ways, man. We have a song on there called Parson Brown, which is kind of a spin off of Winter Wonderland. And the hook is, has anybody seen Parson Brown? And it's, you're strolling through a winter wonderland with your lady, and you're looking for somebody to marry the two of you. And, just a tune like that is really cool. We explored some different production on it. It's kind of got a nice bounce to it, a little bit of a New Orleans flair on the production. It's got some flugelhorn in it, which is kind of a trumpet sounding thing for all the folks out there listening. I've never heard of a flugelhorn. We've got a song called The Cozy Song, which is kind of a jam. I'm trying to live my life cozy. I put on a sweater because they went through all the trouble to decorate this nice Christmas background for us. Usually I'm just living that sweatpants life. So The Cozy Song is a good soundtrack for that. The title track, Officially Christmas, has been out for a couple years, but that kind of is our just anthem. We want to be the guys with the big pair of scissors cutting the red ribbon on November 1st saying it's officially Christmas. Speaking of cutting ribbons, congratulations on your star on the Walk of Fame, man.
That's right, man.
Unbelievable.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you. Very nice. That's very nice. And you definitely look festive. So good on you.
We're doing it, man.
What about the classics? Any classics you covered? Which ones?
Yeah, man. We kind of collected our favorite classic songs. We have, I would say my favorite on the collection is the Christmas song. Ever since I was a little kid, it's been one of my favorites. And I feel like throughout the years, I'd always kind of sing that first line of chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Little preview for that one's for free.
Yeah.
It was always one of my favorites to sing. I don't know that up until we actually started to record this that I knew all the words to that song. I knew that first line, and I feel like that was kind of what I really would always sing. So it was awesome to be able to kind of put that whole song together, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. That's my absolute favorite Christmas song, and to be able to put it on here and do a version of that song that I'm so proud of. Dan absolutely crushed the production, so good job, Dan.
Thanks, man.
It was awesome to be able to have that on there now, and it's very daunting, man. Whenever you're looking at all of these classics, that we all listen to every year, to kind of throw your name in the hat, to put, that's a lot of pressure for whenever, there's a lot of people who have different versions of these classic songs. It's a daunting thing to be like, all right, here's our version of this song that that is so beloved, and it's a very daunting thing, but I'm really proud of how that turned out. And a lot of these songs that we put that were classics on the album, I'm really proud of how they all turned out. And I think we put our own spin on the classics, but at the same time, paid homage to, what they are and the memories that they hold for so many people.
Well, you sounded really good in that little tease you gave, so I'm looking forward to it. Dan and Shay, of course, are the kings of Christmas songs and country wedding songs, too. I like that combo. Your Bigger Houses album includes not one, not two, but three songs that would work for a wedding. How'd y'all become everyone's favorite wedding singers?
Oh man, I guess the easy answer to that makes a lot of sense. We are married to two wonderful women that are way out of our league, and we sing about what we know. We've had a lot of songs about breakups, that we went through in the past, but we are very lucky guys to have met our wonderful wives, and we have started singing about what we know from the very first single that we ever put out to songs like Speechless that we wrote about watching our wives walk down the aisle, as we're on our wedding day. There's just so many of those things. We've been inspired by love throughout our career of these two wonderful women that we have in our lives. So I think that's probably the easy answer. We have a good reason to sing about love. And that's just kind of been something that people have, resonated with throughout. Obviously, a lot of people getting married every year, and our songs just seem to be a good selection for that. We write a lot of love songs because I guess we're in love with our wives.
How about
How about that,
it?
dude?
Hey, I love that, man. That's the best kind of inspiration right there. Random question. What famous person would be the most fun to spend the holidays with?
Hmm. Probably you.
I'm a good time. Were you
I
talking
could
about
see
a
that.
holiday party? That party be turned up.
You still got that tequila or what?
Hey, you remember? Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely, dude. Maybe
Always
Reba.
flowing.
Maybe we invite Reba McEntire. She'd be pretty fun. We got to spend some time with Reba doing the voice, and she's just a great time. Good people, genuine. I feel like she turns it up for the holidays.
100%. That's a good answer right there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Huh.
I like
Yeah.
that. What would your elf names be?
Oh,
I'm trying to think of an elf's name that
Yeah,
I
I'm trying
could
to think of one too. I know
I could
I know
integrate.
elves
Buddy
have.
the elf, I guess. Buddy.
Oh, that's
Uh,
literally the only elf I know.
that's the only one that I know.
I
My
know.
elf name would be just Shay Mooney. I'm
yeah,
pretty
that's
sure
pretty
already.
good.
Yeah, I kind of look like an elf, so I just maybe my name. I don't, I'll just go with that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you have an
Maybe
elf
Dirty
name?
Dan. I don't
Dirty,
know.
Dirty Dan the elf. I like
Dirty
it, dude.
Dan. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What is the most interesting or unusual holiday decoration you own?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a decoration, but I have a sweater. Well, you probably do too. You might not have it because you're not good about keeping your
No, I'm
clothes
not.
organized. We played a show at the Prudential Center in New Jersey, and all these venues, these arenas, they're very generous. They get us gifts like, they'll get us a jersey with our name on the back of it. This venue, it was around Christmas time on our first arena tour, and I had long hair then. It looked kind of like I had the Jesus hair going. And they gave us a knitted sweater with our faces on it, and it had my face, and I still have it. My wife busts it out around Christmas time and wears that sweater, and it's people definitely think she's paying homage to JC, and it's not me. So it's a pretty crazy sweater. It's a good one though.
That is a good
I
one.
like that.
That's a
I
pretty good
like
one.
it.
I don't know about Christmas decorations that I have that would be weird. I think I do have one though at my I'm from Arkansas originally, and my family, I remember that I did get kind of handed down something from my grandma. She used to have this big, like a Santa Claus, that would move. You push the button and he kind of like dances. But there was an era that like, and I don't know if it's just because it's aged and it looks a little creepy. It's one of the creepier Christmas decorations, so you can really use it for Halloween before you can stick that out. It's pretty creepy. It's just like ho ho ho, but it's like really old, and so it kind of it does it a little slower, a little creepier. So it's
I
like
think I know
maybe
which one you're
more of
talking
a
about.
Krampus vibe. I don't,
There you
I don't
go.
know.
There you go. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
So I'm gonna dig through the classics on our album. I know that you said you love the Christmas
Mhm.
song. That's a jam. Maybe it's the most wonderful time of the year. That one always sets the tone. That's a song we chose to be the first song on our classic side of the It's Officially Christmas double album. I don't know why. I just love that song. Maybe it's just because it's been in so many movies. Jingle Bell Rock's got an iconic guitar lick at the top. Reminds me of Home Alone. Beginning of Home Alone, that ding, 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 it comes in. It's pretty sick.
It's a good one.
I
That
love
is a
Christmas
good one.
music.
It is.
Yeah, so do I. Um, Best gift you ever received as a kid?
This is an easy answer, and we say this every year because it's genuinely the truth. But the year that I got a Nintendo 64, and it's not close. I feel like everyone had
Oh,
the
dude,
same
that's
experience.
hands down the best.
It's the
Yeah.
best, dude. It was almost an introduction to an era of like what, of the future. It was just leaps and bounds better than, any other gaming system at the time. And my parents, and I know that this happened with Dan as well. They had really sold it to me and was like, "Hey, Shay, look, we know that you really wanted a Nintendo 64, but like we looked for miles, like the stores, nobody had them." And I was like, oh, it's okay, and deep down inside, I was dying a little bit. The sadness was creeping in. You're opening the socks, and I think that year I also was really into Power Rangers, and I had these Power Ranger action figures, and it was like these little $6 dolls, which I was stoked to get. And then that was it. They were like, that's all the gifts. And at the end, my mom was like, hey Shay, would you go grab something for me? It's actually in the bedroom. And I walked in there, and there it was, an unwrapped Nintendo 64 box that I think came with Mario, probably Super Mario 64 or Mario Kart. I don't know. They got me Mario Kart though, and it was just the best, man. I remember playing that. GoldenEye. I mean, you had NFL Blitz. I know
Wave
that
Race.
Wave Race. I mean, the dream right there.
Favorite holiday movie?
Favorite holiday movie would have to be Home Alone. Well, I'm going to say Home Alone 1 and 2. I know
Yeah.
that's cheating to say 2, but both movies are just iconic. They're dead tie. Anybody out there listening, hit us all on socials and let us know which one's better. I can't decide.
But Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, they kind of go together. I
That's
get it.
Exactly. Can't have one without the other.
I would have to say 1 and 2 because you said that. I mean, Die Hard, is that considered a Christmas movie?
It can be.
I was trying to look up my favorite Christmas movie over here so I could cheat a little bit. I think people consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, but I would have to say Die Hard because my answer was going to be
Christmas
Home Alone.
Vacation's a good one.
Yeah, that's true.
I like Four Christmases is that's a sleeper.
I consider Rambo a Christmas movie. If you think
Okay.
about it. When
Well,
I
Yeah.
like
Rambo,
it, dude.
it was during Christmas when he was getting arrested in the early scenes. They had Christmas trees and he was just trying to get home. And
If
Rambo,
Christmas
if
is
Die
in the
Hard's a
scene-
Christmas movie, Rambo's a Christmas
Oh,
movie.
here's a sleeper I
That's-
forgot about. Jingle All the Way.
Oh, Jingle All the
Turbo
Way.
time.
It's turbo time.
It's turbo time.
The
That one,
classic-
and I don't have to say shout out to Santa Claus, like the original Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen was a really
Yes,
really
yes, those are good. Last question, gentlemen. For you, what is the true meaning of the holidays?
I would have to say, spending time with your family, obviously around the holidays. I think the older that I get, now I have 3 kids, about to have my 4th child coming in January. It's, obviously family, the people that you have around you. I think it's such an important time to be able to spend time with them. For us, we're so busy throughout the year. And we don't get to, spend a ton of time with our family, especially our extended family. But I think it's such an important time to, be around, your family, especially that, your aunts and your uncles, getting to see the whole family, because it really does help remind you, it grounds you really. We can get really busy all throughout the year, and I feel like that's one of my favorite times to be able to go back home and remember how cool it is that we get to have this job and we get to do something that we love. I get to see all my friends that I grew up with, and there's just something about being around all of them. I love that phrase, "You can't make old friends," and going back home and getting to see, people that believed in you early on, and all those people that you get to, not just have new memories with, but have, 30 years of memories with, and get to kind of go down memory lane a little bit and remember all the good times that you've had over the years. And that's kind of what not to circle back too much to our Christmas album, but that's what we hope happens for this Christmas album, for the next 30 years, that, we have all those songs, that we correlate those songs with memories of our childhood. I want that for my kids, and hopefully that this Christmas album will be a part of that, and people will be able to look back and hear a song like Parson Brown, these original Christmas songs that we've written, and talk about them in the same way as we talk about Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas, and songs like that have become staples in people's households, not just, things that they listen to, but, songs that they tie back to memories that they've had in their childhood. So this is my TED Talk. Thank you.
That's a good TED
That's a
Talk.
25-minute
Yeah.
answer.
That's perfect. It's great.
It encompassed everything, man. No, that was great. Hey, congratulations on everything. Thank you both for dropping in. The album we've all been waiting for is finally out. It's officially Christmas, the double album. Happy holidays to you, gentlemen.
Right back at you, man. Always so good to see you. Let's hang. Let's drink a little tequila soon. And man, happy holidays to you and your family.